Sorry. Well, sorry, I start again. So, welcome everybody. Benvingudes, bienvenidos to our conference, Gender, Modernities, and Global Enlightenment. We are thrilled to see you here, everybody, those who have come to Valencia, and also those who will be presenting their papers, chairing sessions, and participating in the debates from their homes or their offices. You are here or online from 3 continents and many countries: Spain, Portugal, Italy, Britain, Germany, Greece, the Netherlands, Belgium, Romania, Mexico, Peru, Argentina, Canada, the United States, and India. Apart from our speakers and the participants that we have been able to admit to this room, more than 100 people have registered and are following us online from all those countries, but also from Poland, Czech Republic, Finland, China, Japan, Colombia, and Brazil. Yes. It's been almost 2 years since we started planning this conference. How could we know, how could anybody know that a global pandemic would get in the way and change our conference, our lives, and our world so dramatically? Because of that, we're immensely grateful for the enthusiasm with which you received our invitation and our open call for papers, for your sticking with us along this long way since the first preparations began, and for adapting to the circumstances. We are immensely happy that we are finally able to welcome you, albeit in hybrid format. The whole of the team has made a great effort to ensure that everything will work, and we will do our best to make our stay with us in Valencia or your virtual stay through the screen and microphone an intellectually stimulating and personally rewarding one. And the weather seems to help us because this winter weeks almost feels like spring here in Valencia. As you know, this conference is the central event of the research project CIRGEN, Circulating Gender in the Global Enlightenment Ideas, Networks, Agencies, funded by the European Research Council. Our project aims to put research on gender and modernities in the Hispanic world and the South of Europe at the center of historiographical debate, with a particular but not exclusive focus on cultural transfers connecting Spain, Italy, and Portugal with the rest of Europe and with the other side of the Atlantic and even the Pacific, as well as those transfers taking place within and between colonial territories. Our project started in 2019, and apart from our own research, we have been organizing a series of seminars and a one-day conference, a previous conference, on topics such as global history, gender, narrative, and nation building in Southern Europe, female intellectual networks, and cultural mediations through reading, translation, and correspondence, and also other seminars on sensibility, the senses, and the art of matching. This conference on gender, global enlightenment, and modernities, extending into the 19th century, embraces plurality, both in terms of geographical and cultural locations and of historiographical approaches. We want to explore the ways in which notions of gender circulated and were transformed, hybridized, and creatively appropriated, but we will also consider obstacles to circulation, conflicts generated by mediation, and non-transferable concepts. We want to contribute to a more inclusive global history that critically interrogates the cultural geographies of the Enlightenment and the symbolic configuration of centers and peripheries, by exploring the relationships and tensions crucial to modernity between the local, the national, and the cosmopolitan, and how those were defined in gender terms. We will be delighted to discuss these questions and any other that might arise with you during these 3 days in a rich and intense program. We want to thank the European Research Council for generously funding this conference and our project, the Faculty of History and Geography of the University of Valencia, our home, as well as the Department of Early Modern and Modern History and the Women's Studies Center, for their support with the practical details. I personally want to thank all researchers of our team: Isabel Bourdieu, Carolina Brutrach, Laura Guinot, Maria Tausier, Elena Serrano, and Esther Garcia Moscardó, for their intense work of all these months. And together, we want to thank our speakers and also the colleagues who have agreed to act as chairs, and our student collaborators who will be around these 3 days, Maria, Sandra, Laura, Andreu, Arantxa, Maria, and Andrea. And last but not least, our amazing project manager, Ima Aleix, who's at the back of the room. Before we start the first session, just a few practicalities. Please remember to keep your computer's microphone muted except when speaking, and please remember to switch it on when speaking, and not do what I did. A micro will be available for questions and comments in the room. We have asked our chairs to be strict with times to make sure that we have always discussion time at the end of each session. We will have coffee breaks at the cafeteria downstairs, but please enjoy the breaks, but please chairs and speakers be here at the room, or if you're at home, connect online 10 minutes before the start of your session to make sure the connections and phone presentations work. If you have any question or issue, please contact a member of the organization with a yellow badge. If you're a user of social networks, please tweet liberally about the conference using the hashtag #CIRGEN2022. And above all, thanks again and enjoy the conference.